What is up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and we are back with our Splinter Cell Blacklist walkthrough. We are ready for mission number 6, Special Missions HQ. So, we're playing on Perfectionist difficulty, and we are going for Ghost playthrough. So we're going to try to not kill anybody, and try to just totally bypass as many people as we possibly can. So this first part I'm going to play a little bit safe, just make sure he's got his back to me, walking away. Then we're just going to climb the wall, and this will let us bypass a lot of stuff, because if you stay on the ground, the guy that you're with, he'll come up and he'll distract the guard and everything, and you can move that way, but this way is just a whole lot faster.
It's been a long time since an American had the nerve to set foot here.
Love what you've done with the place.
And once we get up here, this guy, he just turns back and forth, so just make sure he's got his back to you. And then watch out for the camera as you're rolling down the ramp. So I apologize that it took so long for me to get this one out. This one took me so many hours to do. It's ridiculous. And it wasn't because it was difficult. I mean, it is difficult in parts, but it was just like other things just kept on screwing up. At one time, my recorder wasn't recording, and yeah. Anyway, we're here now, so it's working. I'll show you another part where it glitched up, though, later on. That caused me a lot of time. So once you get down here, your guy will come, he'll tell you to pause, so you just wait till that one guy leaves, and then you're going to find yourself in this predicament, which isn't a good place to find yourself. So there's a lot of guys in this room. I want you to wait for the time that you hear somebody say it's clear, and you'll hear a whooshing sound.
He's gone!
Alright, so you heard that sound. Once you hear that, then the alarm has kind of went down a little bit, and so you can now take these guys out, because you can actually sneak through this part and not take out any of these people. This is one section that caused me a lot of time. You see that I've got my sticky shocker on, and then I'm going to go to my gas and take out the rest of these guys on the ground. Now, like, I shot out that that alarm light. I snuck past all these people, but it would give me Panther points instead of Ghost points, because I guess during the cutscene these people, they got alerted or whatever. So anyway, I couldn't figure out how to bypass this without taking these people out. But you need to make sure that you wait for that whooshing sound in the beginning. Wait for somebody to say all clear before you start doing that, because if not, then it'll actually give you combat points at that point. So right here I've got another stealth knockout. You'll notice that I'm using the crossbow, so you should have plenty of money now for everything. That's one thing I didn't mention in the review about the gadgetry and stuff that you can pick up. There's a lot of different customizations that you can get, and you get, I guess, credits fairly quickly in this game is what I'm trying to say. So you should have no problem buying anything that you want. I had my character pretty much full stealth, you know, just a few missions into the game. Right here, sometimes there's a guy right there, and even if there is, he's not hard to bypass. You can just sneak on through. Alright, so this next section, this is where things start to get a little tricky. These doors to the right that we're trying to bypass, they only open if the guards pass through them, because they have RFID tags on. So we have to time this just perfect. Wait for the guy to start walking back in, wait for him to totally bypass us, and then try to sneak in as he's going into the door. So you have to time that just perfect. And it took me, you know, a good 2 or 3 times before I started landing it pretty regularly. This next section, another section where the people just kind of do different things each time. I've got a noisemaker out. Again, the doors only open whenever he's near them. So I tried to shoot the wall before the doors closed, and I missed, so I shot the door. So he's going to walk over to the door, but I want him to walk further, so I want to shoot another one. And the good thing about the crossbow with the noisemaker is that it gives you plenty of ammo. So he's actually on the side that we need to go. We're just going to jump up here on the ledge, and he actually just keeps on going. There's a couple of different ways you can play that, but using the noisemaker really makes your life a lot easier during that section. In this room to the right, this is where your dead drop is. Just gonna sneak on down here. Now this section, I see people on the radar, but I never encountered anybody right here. But still, just to be safe, I usually shut the doors behind me. You know, it looks like there would be a perk where Sam would just like crack the door open instead of fully just throwing it wide open. Should be a perk you could add on where it's just like, be smart, open the doors just a crack, slide in, shut them close. Alright, right here on the radar, notice on the south side of my radar, there's a guy. Wait for that marker to turn around and start walking away. So whenever he's walking away, which is now, then that is the time you can go. So we have to get on the other side of, I guess these are our servers or whatever, but we have to get on the other side of this. There's two people right here, they're talking. There's lasers preventing us from just walking in. You might have seen a glimpse of them. I'll show you. There you go. It's another good glimpse. So these lasers again only go down whenever these people are near it. So you wait for this guy to get right here, and then you slowly move around. And he freaked me out whenever he yawned, because he does make it like a little noise, and I'm like, oh my god, he's caught me. But there's a few moments in this game where you have to just be pretty ballsy and just like right up beside the enemies. So this is what should happen. These people should walk out of that back room back there and then walk around. And then you should have another person walk back into this room. I have had it where all those people stayed in the back room, and I swear I spent 2 hours trying to beat the level with that on, and I just kept on replaying it and replaying it. I could not get it. It was impossible for me, at least. So if your game does not look like this at this point, then I would probably have to restart the level, because every time I restarted the mission, those people stayed in the back. So I don't know if it was buggy, if that was actually, there's actually a way you could get by it. I don't know. But this way, a lot easier. So you saw me tag that big armored guy. He walked into the doorway. So I've got 3 people tagged right now. I've got 2 people in the room with me. But I'll show you why I tagged that other guy in a minute. So I've got my noisemaker out. As that guy is walking away, you'll see that there's a little less than 15 seconds left as he's walking away. I throw a noisemaker to get his attention because I don't want him walking away just yet. I want to hold him there for as long as I can. So I'm trying to keep a close eye on all 3 people. I'm going to throw another one because I had to wait like a minute and 30 seconds or something for that file to download. I guess if y'all weren't paying attention and didn't know why I was just sitting in this room. So I got the file now. Now I need to make it out of the room, and I need to make it through those big doors. You can go underneath those steps right there where I just shot that, where we came up. You can kind of go backwards, kind of backtrack a little bit. But I was trying to shoot noisemakers to try to get that guy to walk back in there, but actually he wanted to walk outside. So I'm going to show it to you because sometimes things don't go according to plan. So he walked out, the other guy, and just walked to the left, so I'm going to sneak over here. Again, sometimes it's just all about the perfect timing, waiting for that right opportunity to move. And so this is the only guy I have left to get by once I'm in that situation. And then you can fast rope down. That was a tough section to get by, though. The section that we just got by. At least it was for me. So that might cause you some time. So, you know, the power of editing makes it look like, you know, a lot of people sometimes comment, they say, well, man, you make it look so easy, you know. But, you know, sometimes it's not always so easy. Sometimes I'm having to piece together a lot of different parts. So I don't claim to be a pro gamer or anything like that. I guess I'm average. But, you know, I like to figure this stuff out and then show you a way that you can, you know, no matter what your skills are, you can figure it out as well. We're just sneaking through here. This little section, not too many people until you get around here to this door. And I had to reinstall my game. I think I need to go back, maybe turn up the brightness just a little bit, because some of these areas were a little dark even for me. Not necessarily this section in particular, I'm just saying whenever I was going back through and looking at some of the footage, a lot of times on stealth games or games where it's really dark, I like to turn up my contrast or brightness up just a little bit. Give me a little bit clearer picture of what's going on. I guess it's kind of cheap, huh? But oh well. You have all these expensive gadgets on your back. You should be able to see a little bit better, I would think. That's what we're going to go with anyway. Alright, so this section, the laptop in this room. So there's nobody in here. You can grab it. But we need to get through that door that we're looking at. So we're going to grab a noisemaker. You can use this again, kind of like we did just a few minutes ago, to try to lure the guard to stay near the door. But if you're fast enough, you can just sneak on in like so.
I'm in the foyer, headed out of the building.
And then you'll have to wait just for a second for the computer to come up where you can tap into it. And then once you get that, we're going to head back out. And what you want to do is you want to come over here to this wall and flip off the light switch. It's going to make your life a lot easier. So once you get right here, you'll have to wait. There'll be a cut scene. A bunch of special guards will come in. So we have to make it through these guards. So we're just going to go right down the middle. And this part to get right here is easy, but you have to go really slow right here. Like, you have to be very, very careful. There we go. We are outside. So we are getting close. These missions are grueling sometimes, especially if you're having trouble in some sections. So this guy is the guy we have to capture. You can just let him walk right up on you until it gives you the option to take him out. There's a bin over behind me, but that takes time. So I'm just going to dump him over here in the shadows. Hopefully nobody will come along. Nobody ever did that I know of. So you see that guy walking down the steps. What we're going to do is we're going to grab a sticky camera and just do a Hail Mary up on the steps. And we're going to do that because we've got guards to deal with, but we've also got a dog in this section. And I'm not in the mood to play with dogs right at this point, whenever I was playing it. So I'm going to use the clicker on the camera to attract the dog, and then he'll come over, and he's about to have a rough time with sleeping gas as he melts into the concrete, apparently. So the dog is now taken care of. We release sleeping gas, so now we just have to deal with these guards. Since the guard's on the right hand side, we're going to go ahead and head over to the left hand side. And they will patrol both sides, so you just have to kind of pay attention. And then you've got this other guard in the middle that you have to be aware of. So we just need both of those people looking sort of away. Then we can make our move. And right here, this guy's looking over the perch. So make sure he's not looking in your direction as you make your move. Now, in this section, I probably, since he just walked over there, I probably could have just kept on going. Actually, I know that I could have. Yeah, but see, then I got to being a wussy. I got scared, so I decided to come over here and hide in a corner for a little bit until he made another round, which cost me a lot of time. So I'll speed it up a little bit for you. So he's turning back around now. And then I almost got caught again. At the very end, he almost shone his light right on me. But you're just barely making that doorway, and you'll initiate the cutscene. Or then you'll get a chase or car chasing scene where you have to take out some vehicles. See, I'm shooting rockets. See, you can cycle weapons. With the rockets, here's your tip. You have to aim like really far ahead of where you want the rockets to aim. Like I was shooting rockets and I'm like, these rockets aren't hitting, I don't believe. But what it was I was aiming too far back. So kind of have to time it. So anyway, there you go. Ghost walkthrough, mission number 6. Stay tuned for more. Also check out VGNVideoGamesNews.com for the latest news and information. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. Thanks for watching.